Now we're travelling across the pond to one of my favourite places in the world, the UK. Sorry. You hate when I do a terrible English accent.
Bad.
Yeah.
I'm not even English and it offends me.
Well, loosen up. You need to relax. No, we're talking Antiques Roadshow. Now, do you know much about that show?
I love that show.
Same.
Great show. Great show.
And for people that don't know, so basically people have stuff at home that they think are antiques or worth something. They take it to a place and then they basically go, right, how much is this worth?
Yeah, and they line up for days. Like this is it's this crazy thing, right? And like a lot of people tell me like the best part of it is when someone brings in something they don't think is worth much and it's worth like a gold mine.
Yeah.
But I think the best part of it is when someone brings in something that they think is worth heaps and it's worth nothing.
Yeah,
That's
because we're sick people.
Yeah, we're messed up in the head. That's why we love that part.
Absolutely. No, so this guy has brought in he's bought a bottle of port. It's like a really old bottle. It's 180 years old.
Yeah, this thing looks like it's barely holding together. Like it's dusty. It's got the whole, it's perfect for this show.
He's found it in like the threshold of his house and he's thought, right, well, this must be something.
Gotta be.
Yeah. So and it's full of liquid. So he's brought it to the Antiques Roadshow guy and he said, right, this is full of liquid. I found it in my house. This has to be something amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the expert, Andy McConnell, he goes, right, no worries, mate. I'm going to inject the cork of this and we're going to take some of the liquid out and then we're going to try the liquid and then test it to see what it is.
Yeah. And the great thing about Andy is he's probably about as old as this bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. He's hitting 190. He's been around for ages.
He was around when these things were created. That's why he's able to value them.
Yeah, absolutely. God, the dinosaur. Bloody hell. But he's had a swig of it and he goes, oof, it's a little bit,
he's
rusty.
Had a swig.
He has eaten.
He's put a syringe in.
Yeah, and he put it in a glass and he's had a swig.
He's knocked it back. He's gone, shots, and knocked it back.
Little John's screaming at him.
Yeah.
And he's knocked it back and he goes, oh, it's a bit rusty. It's a little bit, it's definitely old liquid, this one. Right.
Yeah. You can tell it just didn't hit the palate right.
No, he goes, I think it's port or red wine, but yeah, it's definitely full of rusty old nails. So then they go to this chick and they're like, right, can you test this science lady who's hanging around?
Yeah, they always have an expert for the experts.
Yeah.
They always,
Yeah, so they went and tested that and in front of a group of people, they're standing around getting the results. And
Best part of the show. Best part. They always do it in front of a group of people as to either embarrass or celebrate.
Yeah. So the huge group of people all gathered around waiting to hear this and she goes, right, so you said that it tasted a little bit rusty, which there were these brass pins in the bottle and that was dating back to the 1840s. So this guy's, rubbing his mitts together, licking his lips.
Really old.
He's going, right, we're on here. There's something going on.
Yeah.
And she goes, and the liquid, it's urine and a tiny bit of alcohol and one human hair.
And then a tiny tear fell down Andy's cheek.
Andy,
as he realised that's what he's just drank.
He's just drunk this in front of a group of people and he's sitting there and he's gone, right, I've just drunk this on television. Yeah. Everyone now knows. He can't even look at the camera.
No,
he can't look at the
amazing.
guy with the antique. He can't look at the lady that's appraised
he's
it.
Looking down.
He's shamed into all hell. And you would be.
That's why it is one of the greatest shows on television. I'm telling you right now. It's amazing.
You're right. She goes, so you're glad you tried it? And Andy's like, yummy, such good news.